I gotta say, man, with Vader rework lately, I kind of feel like this meme that we're looking at kind of represents how Vader is now. I think they did a good job trying to get that ending of Rogue One Vader into the game with the non-stop Terminator under Palpatine. Are you kind of seeing that lately when you play the game?
I love that. Force Crush, Culling Blade to basic attack. Oh. Awesome. It's pretty amazing.
And then 2 seconds later, he does it again. It's just sometimes you just get locked up in Vader just tearing you apart. So it's kind of cool. And we might actually see that today, even though we're not testing out Palpatine and Vader. We want to answer the question of Kylo Ren Unmasked and Captain Phasma, and what are the optimal teams, and what are they good for? Because First Order, although we're not seeing much of them in Arena, they're actually pretty awesome. The Sith Raid as well as Territory Wars. So let's get into it. We're going to go up against your Nightmare team with this First Order team we have here, Kylo Ren Unmasked leadership. And we're going to talk about how this team kind of works. But why don't you explain the benefits of a Kylo Ren Unmasked leadership over a Phasma leadership? Because I think there's a clear-cut choice on what's better.
Well, it's straight up turn meter and speed. I mean, 30 speed, you can't deny, is just amazing. And boy, I would highly suggest the Kylo Ren Unmasked over Phasma. And then also there's 20% turn meter every time that there's a crit, which is really good. And in my opinion on this team, the First Order TIE Pilot is the superstore. Right there, you know, he had 2 crits, and I'm just going to guess that
he's getting
40% turn meter, so he's going all the time. His ability to give buff immunity. If you're playing against a First Order team, you're going to want to target the First Order TIE Pilot right away. And you're going to want to take that character up anyways just because of the ship. And frankly,
I'm gonna put buff immunity on Cyan real quick. That buff immunity, we didn't get it. Shoot. But sorry, go ahead and continue.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, there's 3 no-brainers on this team. As far as, you know, you're not wasting resources on First Order TIE Pilot, Kylo Ren Unmasked, and Regiment of Kylo. They all have ships, and they're all good standalone characters. And really, you're going to need them for the BB-8 event. And now that Kylo Ren Unmasked is easy to farm, and that's an amazing node. Thank you so much for that node, EA.
That's the best thing in the game, node. I think, so far.
Yeah. You know, so the hard one to get for the longest time was the First Order Stormtrooper, which is, he's okay. I mean, he works well on this team, but he's nothing to write home about. And you can get BB-8 a lot easier now because you can farm 5 First Order right now pretty quickly, where before it was a 6-month plus. You're running into trouble.
We were doing so well.
I'm really impressed that you can actually take on this team, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, you guys saw at the beginning, I stunned Cyan at the beginning. I haven't been talking about my strategy much. We'll talk about maybe in another battle, because this one might fall apart now. We're stuck behind Cyan, but we stunned Cyan at the beginning of Kylo Ren Unmasked to stop him from getting his pain off, because once he gets pain off, we're stuck behind him. And the issue with my team is we don't have much buff immunity. The only buff immune character we have is TIE Fighter Pilot, and he only gets to do buff immunity when he has advantage on him. So we're now stuck behind this taunt. I'm trying to get Nihilus, but he's going to annihilate next turn. So I think we're done, man. Yeah, this is the problem. The First Order is missing a bunch of things. We're going to talk about this because when we're doing this behind the scenes, we're like, the First Order meta just missed the boat with CLS out there, Jedi training Rey. First Order just never saw the light of day for a meta in Arena because we're missing a mass buff dispeller. We're missing a lot of buff control on our team. I mean, we got buff immunity right there. That's gonna
cleanse.
Yeah,
a cleanse.
Yeah, we only have First Order officer as the he got rid of the buff immunity, but we only have First Order officer as the cleanser. He's a single cleanser, and First Order Stormtrooper, he can cleanse himself. See,
there's your Vader seed right there.
That's your Vader seed. That's why we showed the meme at the beginning, because there's a period where he'll just go running in circles. I'm not going to get a turn anymore. I think I'm done.
Yeah,
I think
you're going to have to restart and do that battle over again. And we're
going to start over. I'm glad we showed that. Yeah.
You win about a little more than 50% of the time on this. You didn't win this time, but it's actually a matchup that's winnable, which is amazing considering how good Vader Palpatine is.
Yeah. While we're going to start this battle again and kind of go over the strategy, because we tested a couple ways to go about this team, and we're going to try this again. Let's see. So we're going to get going. We get all that bonus speed from Kylo Ren Unmasked. We can kind of get ahead of the game before Vader goes to town. So one of the first things we kind of like doing is removing Terminator from Palpatine, so we can delay his stun as long as possible. All the better. And plus, he's kind of our first goal to just get rid of him. And I use Lash Out as much as possible. You agree that Lash Out from Kylo Ren,
giving everybody a turn meter is kind of a big deal. And this right here is kind of questionable. I think you want to save the special for Scion, to give the buff immunity. I don't know, but and then double tapping Palpatine, You know, if you get 2 crits, then you've got 40% turn meter for him to go pretty quickly again.
And we have a chance to get foresight, and we also have the chance to get advantage. So I'm not actually. I don't think about just advantage. So we need the advantage. So we're gonna get advantage.
His turn meter is already back up again.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's getting back up. Let's see. We might be able to get a bonus attack. Ooh, come on. All right, now we're gonna stun Sign before he gets pain off, because once he gets pain off, we're just trapped behind this taunt and it's game over. I'd much rather try to stun Thrawn or something, because he's gonna feed protection and all this stuff to Palpatine, and then he's gonna just stun us all. Let's see. Watch. Palpatine stuns.
Oh my God! 5 stuns.
This is. Yeah, I mean, and it's not going to get better. We're going to show Phasma in a few seconds, but it's just not pretty with Phasma either. All right, buff immunity on Scion.
There you go.
There we
buff
go.
immunity. Okay.
That's the only control for taunts we really have. All right, so we're going to feed turn meter back to first order.
No, you got Kylo Ren Unmasked. Well, I guess
I don't care about. I want to get rid of.
Okay, well there you go.
There we go. That was big damage.
40,000 right there on basics. And he got a 40% turn meter back because of... Oh, boy.
Yeah, and now we're going to try to focus on Nihilus. He's kind of priority number 2, but the problem is, because of all those hits I'm doing on Scion, Nihilus is increasing his health by 10% each and every time, and then eventually you're getting those big hits on Nihilus, and he's taking it like it's no one's business because his health is increased drastically.
He's getting 10% turn meter and 35% max health.
Yeah, that's it. 35% max health is insane.
Crazy. So
yeah, go for it. What are you saying?
Oh, it's over, man. I don't know, man.
I mean, we have won battles. I wish I recorded one behind the scenes. You can win battles, but once they just get a whiff of that turn meter train going, it's not looking pretty. But yeah, let's talk a bit more about how they're great for territory wars as well as the raid. For territory wars, one of the things you got to keep in mind for top end guilds out there, your defense, it's primarily based off what? What are the first few walls of defense for a territory?
There's almost always there's a handful of them that get used a lot, and I think that these Kylo Ren Unmasked is important also. But yes, you've got your General Kenobi Zeta Barris wall, then you've got a Zeta Maul wall, then you usually have a Thrawn or a Palpatine wall, and then it's generally CLS and or Jedi Training Ray, then crew is so important in there. Now people are not really using Night Sisters anymore as walls; those are better on offense, and then also people use Phoenix quite a bit on defense.
Right. Yeah, and the reason why we're pointing all this out is because top end teams, they're going up on defense, and the thing is, once people hit that Kylo Ren Unmasked wall, or first order wall, I should say. They exhausted all their best teams on defense and getting through that first wall of Jedi Training Ray and Commander Luke Skywalker. So this is where Kylo Ren Unmasked is amazing, because once you get trapped behind that wall, unless you have a really good B+, A- team, really hard to cut through first order teams, because they get a bunch of bonuses for territory wars, right?
And the bonuses are when they get 5% potency and 5% critical damage for every time that they attack with advantage or whenever they suffer a debuff, and that is stacking into the end of the battle. So their damage is going up and their potency is going up. The potency can be useful because there's a lot of things that are going on there with stuns, things like that. But the damage, because you want to mod a first order team to be crit chance heavy because of the turn meter under Kylo Ren Unmasked. Now, we talked a little bit about Phasma. In my opinion, there's really hands down that Kylo Ren Unmasked is the better of the two leaders.
Yeah, I'm going to show Phasma now, but Phasma's definitely
I don't even know if you can do anything.
I don't think I'm going to take a turn, because the problem is we're not getting that bonus speed from Kylo Ren's
because
leadership.
Palpatine's going first, where that didn't happen when you had a Kylo Ren Unmasked team.
Yeah, we had 4 people go before you were able to, so I was kind of able to play the field a bit before you started taking your turns. With Phasma, you get the advantage at the beginning. All that serves as is critical hit immunity, and that's way too basic for the current state of the game. I mean, we'll get Yoda. The reason why Hermit Yoda's on this team, I didn't get to explain it. The hope was he was able to give Grandmaster's training to First Order TIE Pod. He could just feed a bunch of bonus attacks, and this team is all about bonus attacks. Let's see, we maybe might be able to get Palpatine out of here if we're lucky. But yeah, Phasma, there are some benefits of Phasma. I don't want to completely just poop all over her, because she is great for beginner players. Because one of the benefits of using a Phasma leadership for you people who are just kind of starting off in the game. Ooh, should I do... Ooh, hold on. Hold that thought. Should I put buff immunity on Scion, or should I go and just...
You got to do buff immunity. I mean, it's...
Yeah. I really... Oh, and he dodged! Ah! That's game over. That dodge just totally broke everything I was doing. All right, but anyways, for people who are starting off in the game, Phasma is amazing. At the end game, she's not that great, but at the beginning, when you're just kind of getting these random characters, like you got Cad Bane, Princess Leia, you have all these mismatched characters that have like no real synergy below them, but Phasma kind of ties them together by allowing any ally to just call in someone else to get a bonus attack. So that's the benefit of Phasma, but eventually hit that point.
Phasma, right when the game came out, was probably the best leader in the game for a long time.
For the longest time. She was the meta for the longest time. I still think she's great for beginner players, but I think you shouldn't be focusing on Phasma as a #1 priority unless your goal is to get BB-8 really early on, then that's when you want to get Phasma. But there's a lot better beginner teams out there, such as the Phoenix. Yeah, why don't you just battle me? Why don't you just go ahead and battle my team of Jedi Training Raid. Show how easy it is. Because,
all right, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to put it on autoplay and
you're getting cocky on me now.
Yeah, and remove the dot. Jedi Training Ray has just a lot of turn meter and
foresight. Foresight's really what messes up this team.
And it's going to come down to Illuminated Destiny, after Secret Intel. And because there's no cleanse on dispelling on your team, not a lot to worry about, where like Scion actually kind of wrecks this team by getting rid of all that early Secret Intel, and it kind of slows down the Illuminated Destiny. But, I'll just whittle away at you until Illuminated Destiny goes off, and then it's over. Probably going to be going off here or
pretty
the next
soon.
turn. There it goes.
Right here.
There it goes.
Yeah. So, here's a couple things to point out. They can win against Palpatine. We didn't show it today, unfortunately, but behind the scenes, it was about a 50-50 shot, but not the best team to go up against Palpatine. But it does win, for sure. We can tell you that. Territory War is definitely one of the best defensive teams for Territory Wars that can really, if you have a full, like if your guild has a lot of First Order Kylo Ren Unmasked, you can really slow down the enemy, and that could probably be the make or break wall right there for you. For the Sith Raid, they do amazing damage as well. They're great for, I believe, Phase 3 and 4, if my memory serves me correct here. So they're also good for that. So, and the First Order Kylo Ren Unmasked, he's a free-to-play character right there, so that's awesome. And I think in the future, we're going to see more First Order characters. We talked about this in a previous video. We're on the forums. They said they're not done with The Last Jedi content, right?
Right, yeah. They were very specific by saying that they're not done making The Last Jedi content, which I thought there would have been something happening right now because there was the DVD release. I thought they would have tied in with that somehow. But, I'm hoping for Snoke for sure because he's dead. They're not going to wait to bring him out in the next movie, I don't think. They probably want to bring him out now, and I would think that would be a good time to do it. And, we've got the guards, and my understanding is that there were 4 different guards. And so
there's a couple of them. Yeah, they're like different. They each have a different attribute to them, so they can release 4 Praetorian guards or something. That'd be pretty awesome.
Make a full team, or maybe even if they brought out 1, it'd be pretty cool. I just think they were like a way cooler Royal Guard to me is what I thought of them. I thought they were pretty interesting.
They're definitely way cooler. So the point we're trying to get at as First Order, they have the mechanics to be good. They have like the baseline mechanics, but they're missing either a mass buff dispel that controls it, kind of like having an Imperial Probe droid or something. They're also missing either a mass cleanse of some sort. We're not saying they need to have each and every one of these, but getting something, or maybe more bonus turn meter, something of that sort.
But there's also a First Order Flame Trooper that was prominent in the movies that you think they could bring out for sure. I know it's all over Battlefront 2.
But yeah, we need someone like Palpatine has so much to control the secret intel, so much to control the buffs. Like I still use what's his name, Imperial Probe Droid in my arena. He's just so good at offense and defense because like with raid teams, they just struggle trying to get anything up in the air. See, more turn meter, come on, more turn meter. Oh, we lost our First Order TIE Pod. That's gonna be a problem. That's our damage output. Let's stun. I'm gonna stun BB, stop him from getting any more attacks. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's do some turn meter. Oh, come on. So this team has the turn meter gain thing going on. I think a Snoke is just, it's got to be up in the works somewhere. I can't imagine them not having Snoke at least designed and ready to go. Let's see. I'm going to work on R2.
Double damage.
Yeah, double damage against BB-8. Here we go. That wasn't that impressive, but let's see. Should I put another stun on him? Let's see.
That doesn't really help.
25% turn meter. More. Let's just do some. Ooh, can we do another turn meter boost? Let's see if you have another turn meter boost. I didn't have it. I did the cleanse, unfortunately. Come on, we might be able to get something here. Stun BB-8. buff the
Boy,
spell.
if you can knock out BB-8,
This is not
you
an
might
easy
actually
battle,
win this
though.
match right here, which
Yeah.
is...
Oh, yay!
Actually,
that wasn't easy,
then
though.
you might have a chance here. Ray is really... Oh, wow.
Let's see. I'm going to work on... I don't want Ray to call him to assist anymore. Let's see. Alexi, I wonder if I can get a... Come on. Someone... Bonus attack. All right. Come on. We got to... I don't know. We're going to have to just, like, auto this right now. Come on.
Oh, 31 seconds.
Oh, let's see. Can we get a stun? Do we have a stun saved up? No stun. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this. So it wasn't as bad on offense. I mean, yeah, it wasn't as easy, but it could win. Maybe, of course, maybe 1 or 2 moves we could have made a difference on, but it's not as clear cut as
target R2.
Palpatine. Oh, come on, just finish him off, come on. All right, come on. 7 seconds. Oh, come on, finish her off. Oh, no. Look at that, people. Oh, that was pretty close. I couldn't even think. I was just waiting at the edge of my seat. Oh, man. Woo! Well, we're going to end on that. That's kind of a fun note to end on right there. But you guys let us know down below. Long story short, Kylo Ren Unmasked is definitely the superior leader for pretty much every single game mode, except for maybe beginner players. Captain Phasma might be better because she ties in a lot of random characters. But if you're going for a full, pure First Order team, Kylo Ren is the must. Kylo Ren Unmasked is the must-have character. Let us know down below. Check out Mobile Gamer's channel so you can get some more videos out of us. And subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And as always...
Not a scam.
Not a scam.